that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'm running back. Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back. That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. To the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like ooh.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Hurry. Hey, alert.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And back is at sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Come. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Alpha.
51. Hey, we got.
Hurry.
Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Yeah, let's go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the 1st quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go.
44 to Mike. 45. 5.
To throw is gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry! King!
7-7, our score after 1.
180. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Real. Hey, seam 6.
Mayfield on first down. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Uses the stiff arm. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pistol.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
King! Run. Hurry!
Mayfield to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Goff is going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Brown 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
44, Mike, 44. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Orange. Check 24.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Antonio Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Out of the gun. Gone. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hold on. Check.
Kill.
Super one.
Back to throw, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff letting one go deep. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
No.
A final shot before break here. Goff. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check, check. Ready? Joker, 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 Joker. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Maverick, Maverick.
Come. Do.
Hold on. Check.
Jam.
Again they run with Gurley. And an alley. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go, 12, go. 2 for 1. Bravo.
From the 40 now on second down. Goff, he's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Landry. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
In your face.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 89 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Ric Flair, 2 for 66. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Hooked up. Rookie from LSU. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2?
Blue draw quarter.
They run it again with Chubb, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Rush in. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Tiger.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's gone. Flush to his right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. A run with Gurley there on 1st down, going to get about 4 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, lift!
Go get him! Both the mic.
From the red zone now, gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike 51! Mike 51!
Hurry! Hey, Haywood! Kings!
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Hey, wahoo! Pistol.
Check 99! Check! Fresno!
Hurry!
Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
You don't want no problem with me.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Run.
Mike 50!
Hey, orbit!
Yeah. You don't want none.
Up! Hey, alert!
51, Mike!
Hurry!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Mayfield now 9 of 17 through the air.
Hey.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, alert 33! Hurry!
In your face. 58.
Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he's got room. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big run there by Gurley. 61 yards. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,